Good morning, you handsome lot. Well, it is Saturday, but this video is going to be going out Sunday morning. I've got a little Peugeot boxer partner van. I don't know what it is, but it's blue. It's got four wheels and it's got sliding doors on the back. Anyway, this van has only covered, I think, 55,000 miles, and it is 2012. So it's done very, very little mileage. Now, I wasn't going to do a video, and I know I keep saying this, but we're going to do a video because content is content. And I know you lot like to watch me doing a little bit of fixing cars, or vans, should I say. Front discs and pads, CV boot, wheel bearing, and it was going to have a strut top mount because it was making a little bit of a funny noise, but I can't get one until Monday, but that's going to be another job. But yeah, and that is it. I'm just waiting for my ramp to go down now. It's a little bit of a pain. Now, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen this ramp before, it is an absolute right pain to get through. We've got to get through these doors. You can see where I've got to go. But they do go in. They do go in. But anyway, let's get this car on the ramp. Right, with this vehicle now in the air, what I've done, I've attached my mic to the strut. And I want to try and find out which wheel bearing has failed on it. Now, if we give it a little bit of a spinaroonie, now, if you put your hand on the coil spring and you spin it at the same time, you can feel a little bit of vibration through it and roughness through it. You might hit, this is why I put my mic there, to see if you can hear it. If we give it a spin, can you hear it there? It does sound a little bit rough. Let's go around to the other side and have a little look. Right, let's have a little spinaroonie of this driver's side. It's pretty quiet, that, isn't it? I was kind of hoping the wheel bearing to be this side, because this is the side the CV boot is split. Not to worry, not to worry. Right, let's get these front wheels off. Well, I think it is safe to say that he's had his money's worth out of these discs and pads. The pads are almost on the metal. Talk about cutting it fine, Right, let's go ahead and get these brakes disassembled. With a little bit of magic, them discs and pads are now off. Now, I think that these are the original discs and pads. And if they've done 55,000 miles, they haven't done bad at all. Now, I know the owner of this vehicle and this car, this van, should I say, has been local probably since the day it was purchased brand new. And it only does little short trips back into around the village and local areas. But yeah, it's been a good van for him, very good van for him. Now with them discs and pads off, well, especially on the passenger side, we've still got the driver's side to do. But however, we're going to jump around now and get this wheel bearing off this vehicle. Now, I have attached the suspension arm tool. What it does, pull the ball joint right out, and it holds it out of the way, so you are not faffing about with it slipping and catching your fingers and damaging boots and stuff. And you can leave it on the ramp and leave it in place. It saves so much hassle. You go down to working height. I've already undone the tracker end, drive shaft nut. We've just got two bolts now that secures the hub to the shock absorber, and also I've unplugged the ABS sensor as well. Right, now with that hub now in the vise, we need to get the dry flange out of the wheel bearing so we can press it out. Get a socket, one that fits that dry flange perfectly, and get yourself a copper hammer. Now remember, we've got this ABS sensor here and we need to be extra careful with it. I might damage it, I might not. I have tried getting it out, but it is seized in there, and I don't want to damage it. If we do, we do. It's one of them. There's nothing we can do about it. Right, let's give this a little bit of a smackaroonie. Now, It's no good going at this half-hearted. You've got to use the heaviest hammer you can pick up, because it's no good using a little one and going tap, 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 because it's not going to come out. Big hammer, maximum force every time. Sometimes they can take one hit, sometimes they can take two. Let's give it a go and see what happens. There's one, two. There we go. That dry flange is now out. Now at this stage you need to do a little bit of cleaning, and this is where the Peugeot needle gun comes in handy. You want to give that circlip area a nice clean. Let's give it half a chance. That is brilliant, that is. For doing little jobs like this, that is perfect. Oh, it's just dawned on me. I've got to get that ABS sensor out regardless, because that's the way that the bearing gets pushed out. Oh. I have to get on the phone now and get one organised, because that is going to break. Just hope that I can catch the van. Right, let's see if I can get one organised. A little bit of good news. I've gone ahead and got that sensor out. I did give it a little bit of a wiggle at the top. I got a funny feeling it's damaged, because what I've had to do, get a blunt punch and tap it on the bottom, and it has come out. I mean, if it works, it works. I have ordered a new one just in case it doesn't, but these are very sensitive to shock and stuff. I can't see it working, but if, like I said, if it works, winning. Right, let's go ahead and get this flipping wheel bearing out. I've gone ahead, I've pressed the old bearing out. Now we're going to put the brand new one in, make sure that everything is nice and clean. Now is a good chance, or an opportunity, to clean where the ABS sensor fits. And you can see now, if we put it back in and out, it goes in and out effortlessly. Now remember, whenever you're pressing bearings in, make sure that the magnetic strip goes towards the ABS sensor, because I've seen it before now where people put them in upside down and they get in an ABS fault. I'm going to put this in now. Just as we're pressing it in, we're going to coat the bearing in a tiny little bit of oil, engine oil, and it'll slide in beautifully. That new bearing is now pressed in, and you can use the old bearing, which fits in perfect, and it won't damage that magnetic strip. Right, well, I've got the hub back in now. Now going back to this ABS sensor, and I have ordered one, but we're going to put this in to see if we can save the customer 40 quid or something like that. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And this is the sort of stuff you've got to remember on these older cars, especially when you're sending your cars to garages and stuff. You can't... Sometimes there's stuff you just cannot save, and it needs replacing. But I've tried my best. With a little bit of magic, everything is now back together on this passenger side. I've even put some fresh gloves on as well, because, oh, I tell you what, I hate dirt. I hate dirt. We're going to get this wheel back on and then move round to the passenger side, the driver's side. It's been one of them weeks. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you doing the brake side of things, because it bores the life out of me. I don't know about you lot. But anyway, let's get into the CV boots. If there's one thing I hate, and that is CV grease. Look at the state of it. It's absolutely minging. Always wear gloves with it, because you can never get it off your hands for weeks and weeks and weeks. All I've done, cut the two metal clips off, put a Stanley knife straight down the middle of it, and cut it off. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to be using a stretch boot. And it saves disassembling the CV joints. Right, let's cut the other half off. A little bit, like that. Oh, it's minging stuff. One brand new stretchy CV boot. Now this CV boot stretcher has seen better day. I hate to think how many CV boots it's fitted. Give the boot a little bit lubrication on the inside. Slide it over, pretty much like that, and it should stretch your boot over the CV joint, like that. Saves taking it off. I'm gonna have to take it off. Will it stretch even more? No, we've gone. We are over. A little bit of persuasion. And that. A little bit of fettling. Meant to be easy. Meant to be easy, they say. There we go. That is one stretch boot on. All we've got to do now, pack it full of grease and put 2 brand new circlips on it. Very straightforward. It's one of my hate jobs, putting CV boots on. It really is. But anyway, we've given everything a little bit of a clean down as best as we can. Packed it full of grease, 2 new circlips, and I do like to keep everything in line. Looks more professional. When it's on, give it a good wobble side to side and make sure that the boot's not going to pop off. But it shouldn't do, because you put the clip on and it should be nice and tight. Right, let's get all this built back up. Right, well, that van now is back on all 4 wheels. Now, at the beginning of the video, when I push the pots back, I do like to just crack a nipple open, push the dirty fluid out, and as you can see, in fact, you'll see the colour of it. It's absolutely minging. It's like gravy. It's like Bisto. And don't forget to top your brake fluid up. Well, what else? We're giving this van a little bit of a test drive, and up to now, I think we've got away with that ABS sensor, you know. Got no warning lights on the dash. The van's driving smooth. There's no wheel bearing noise. The brakes feel good, which is always a good thing, isn't it? So, such a tidy little van this is. 55,000 miles, I can't believe it. Be a good van, this. Be a good van. Right, let's get back to the workshop. And there we have it. We are now back at the workshop, and this van is good to go for the customer. I'm going to go put my tools away now, and I'm going to go home, I think, do a little bit of gardening. I might wash the car, because it hasn't been done for about a month. And where I live, it's all country lanes. It's absolutely grotesque. But anyway, that is my Saturday morning. Hope you've all enjoyed it, and if you have, please hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you definitely next week doing something. Hope you all have a mint weekend. Stay safe, and let's get it sound.